Hello everyone, I am CS AICA Dindokar. Today I am thrilled to walk you through a project I have recently built with the help of Lovable AI, for which I used Claude AI to generate a detailed prompt and build a full stack GST multi-client compliance and status tracker. Before we dive into the software, let's talk about the problem. If you have ever walked into a CA firm right before the 20th of the month, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is organized chaos. CAs are juggling into dozens and sometimes hundreds of clients. They are tracking GSTR 1s, GSTR 3Bs, monthly filers, QRMP filers, and calculating penalties and interest and chasing down clients for data. So traditionally, this is managed in massive, fragile Excel worksheets. One wrong formula and one missed row, and a client gets hit with the statutory penalties. So, to solve this issue, I set out to build a modern, scalable, full stack application that centralizes compliance tracking, automates most of the tedious mathematical tasks like calculating interest or calculating penalties, and streamlines client communication. So the goal was to take the cognitive load off of the accounting team so that they can focus on what they do best. So let's take a look at how it works. So let me share my screen. I hope the screen is visible. So yeah, this is the GST tracker, and this has been wonderfully built by Lovable AI. As I said earlier, also that I used prompt which is generated by Claude AI, a wonderful detailed prompt given by Claude AI. I put my idea and I got a detailed prompt. So when about this dashboard and UI, when I put when user logs into the application, the first thing they see is this like this executive compliance dashboard. I designed the user interface specifically for financial technology. It is clean, high contrast, and deeply professional. I hope it is well visible to you. I utilize Tailwind CSS to build a responsive layout that supports both light and dark mode. Here you can see a button. If I click on this, this is a light mode and this is a dark mode. Many a times, professionals work day in and day out for the work and their eyes get tired. So these kind of modes will help them to cope up with. So here you can see the total tracked returns for the current period, the filed returns for the current period and their completion percentage also, the pending returns, and the most importantly, the overdue returns and their percentage is also highlighted in red. So just below these metrics, a robust filtering engine where CAs don't have to have time to scroll through hundreds of records. With the filter bar, you can instantly access the specific client, get their status of overdue or pending, and with their specific return types like GSTR1 or GSTR3B. This instant visibility transforms how firm prioritizes its daily workflow. Now, client compliance and tracking table is given below. Here you can see the return register. This return register is not just a static list, it is an interactive workspace where the different kinds of clients, the different returns, return period, when the data is received, what is the due date, what is the current status is shown. Here you can see the multiple colors are given for the status like red for overdue, like pending but within due date are yellow, and the green for the filed return in due date. Now you can see the tax payable amount also here. The tax payable amount, why it is important? Because the impact of the tax payable has to be understood by the professional in a first look. So here, the returns which are filed can be marked file. If you click on mark filed, here the filing date and ARN number has to be filled and say confirm, so that it can be automatically marked as filed and this dashboard gets updated. But the important thing which comes here is in the action column, where if you click draft, it will, you can see here number of days delayed and the tax payable amount, so that the calculator, the formula which has been given here, will calculate automatically the interest and the late fee. So the calculation part becomes easier here. And you can see the client communication draft is also auto drafted here. If you want to mail the clients, the email draft is also here, and the WhatsApp copy is also shown here. So from here, you can directly copy it and send it to clients. So it will save the time for the communication to the clients. And here, one more thing is you can export the overdues in the CSV file, so that all the overdue clients can be seen in the Excel file once at a time. So the Excel is opening, and here we can see the list of uh, clients which tax return filing is overdue. So the statutory interest and penalty calculator is being built on the basis of under Section 50 of Central GST Act, which lays down the penalty of 18% per annum interest using this formula. So instead of opening a calculator or an Excel file, the CA is immediately presented with a clean breakdown model. It shows exactly how many days the client is late and the principal tax amount payable and exact accrued interest in rupees. Next is client data management and architecture. Here, I've taken a few sample of clients, their GST numbers, their state frequency, the partner who is looking after those clients, the contacts, because this software is built for multi-partner and multi-branch practice firm. So their contact numbers, their annual turnover, whether the flagging is also available here, e-invoicing is applicable, which type of returns are applicable. And one more client addition tab is given here, that is add client. So if you click on this tab, add a client, the client's name, their GSTN number, their filing type like monthly, quarterly, the partner who is looking after, their contact phone number, and the annual turnover details can be filled. So with this field, we can add multiple clients here. And one more thing which can be additionally built here, that we can directly import the data from the CSV file, so that the bulk import can be there. So the CSV integration can also be done here. Let's move to the next tab, which is turnover. Turnover is quite important because as and when we file the GSTR 1 or 3B of the client, and if it hits the 5 crore tab, then the e-invoicing becomes applicable, as well as the GST annual returns also becomes applicable after after achieving a certain turnover. So the turnover tracker of the different clients has also been shown here in the monthly turnover tracker, and here are the declared turnover per client. Flags e-invoicing 5 crore plus and annual return applicability is also shown here. Then you can see the compliance calendar, which is also shown for different clients, the different due dates which are applicable here according to the client's scheme selection. The notices tab is also there, where you can see the notice register The notice register is quite important because it is flagging those clients where we can receive the notice, and it is also showing the different kinds of remarks for the client. Like we can see the severity here, the severity also being shown that low, medium, high, and critical. If you click on the critical, you can see the remark that ITC taken is on ineligible invoices. So DRC 03 payment is being evaluated. So where we can get the notices can be easily triggered out of these pointers. So this notice dashboard is quite important for the professionals to check the early signals of the clients where the risk area is higher. And the total demand exposure is also shown here. If we have already received a notice, client can add notice here, and this data can also be exported in the CSV file so that we can analyze in the Excel also. Along with this, the report tab is there. As this is partner-wise workload and firm-wide exposure, here are number of partners, their branches, their clients, how many returns are filed, how many are pending and overdue status, and the exposure status is also shown here. So overall, this is a comprehensive GST tracker for a CA firm. But along with this, many things can be integrated. So here I have mentioned the phase 2 roadmap also, where ITC reconciliation of GSTR 2B can be done. So flag the clients where ITC claimed auto-populated and credit mismatches beyond a set threshold and source of GST notices. Then notice and DRC tracker can be integrated here. Then role-based access and audit trail. Partners see a firm-wide view. Branch members see only assigned clients. Full log who filed what and when essential for multi-partner QC. There will be automated reminders. LUT is one of the important thing which can be integrated here, and the reminders can be generated when LUT is getting expired. So these kind of things can be integrated in phase 2. So in conclusion, I would like to say here that the project is more than just a crude application. It is targeted business tool designed to solve a specific high stress problem faced by CA firms by combining an intuitive fintech UI with automated statutory calculation and streamlined client communication. So this application has the potential to save a standard CA firm dozens of hours every single month while virtually eliminating manual calculation errors. So I again thank you for your time. I would now love to share the specific files about multi-client GST tracker, the architecture, or the specific design decisions which I have taken for building this architecture. Thank you.